Playoff positioning on the line tonight in Sacramento as UC Davis Health brings you this match between the Republic and the Swope Park Rangers. We appreciate you joining us this evening. Alongside Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. The Rangers are seeking their 6th road victory on the season. They could pull it off against one of the best in the USL. The Rangers will not only secure their 4th straight trip to the USL Cup playoffs, but could have a shot at home match as well. Meanwhile, the Republic are in full control of their own destiny. Currently, Sacramento stands in 3rd place in the West, and with a win paired with a Reno 1868 or Real Monarchs draw or loss, and the Republic will host a game here at Papa Murphy's Park in round 1. Kevin, I ask you, how can we make that happen?
Well, if they played like they did over the past weekend, 3 points should be in the bag. And that's what I love about this team, Rob. If they're playing to their potential, they can and should beat almost any team in the USL. The back four stays compact, and our front four of Christian Isley, Cam Iwasa, William Bijev, and Luis Espino combine well. I don't think Swope Park can compete tonight. That being said, this team, Swope Park, is teetering on the playoff line tonight, and tonight is essentially a must-win for them.
Should be a good one. Swope Park, Sacramento, kickoff just moments away.
Everyone knows there's a science to listening to someone who can't even speak. Yet. At UC Davis Health, we understand this. That's why we make it a point to look closer.
Hello, guy.
To find out more. We want to partner with you in your care. Learn more at choosehealth.ucdavis.edu.
Hey, it's Vince Bloom inviting you to the block party at the Lasher Used Car Supercenter. It's the Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Starting at Lasher's Elk Grove Dodge and going all the way around the block to Lasher's Elk Grove Volkswagen, we've got over 250 vehicles on the chopping block. Come on, block off some time and go to LasherAuto.com and search for cars as low as $77.77. The right car, right now. And save during the block party at the Lasher's Used Car Supercenter. Over 3,000 new and used cars are available at LasherAuto.com. The Used Car Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake an XL NY pizza topped with giant pepperoni and ground sausage on an extra large foldable New York style crust. Just $8. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
There are a lot of things to love about California, but the price of gas isn't one of them. Maybe that's why Toyota is California's best-selling brand, including 7 hybrids and 9 models that get 40 mpg or better. Plus, most come with Toyota Safety Sense and Toyota Care 2 years no-cost maintenance. Wouldn't it be nice to see more of our state and less of the pump? Toyota. Let's go places.
Intermittent showers here this evening in Sacramento, California between the Republic and Swope Park. Rangers with 50 points, the Republic with 56, currently in 3rd place. Let's take a look at our Consolidated Communications matchup of the evening. And we've talked about this player throughout the season, Kevin, MVP type candidate Josh Cohen. He's been fantastic.
Yeah, we've talked about it many times and how many games that he's actually kept Sacramento in the game, as well as probably even saved some points for Sacramento. Great season so far. Needs to continue this run of form into the playoffs.
See if he can hold Swope Park here this evening. Meanwhile, for the Rangers, let's take a look at a familiar face in Tyler Blackwood. 6 goals, 3 assists, played with the Republic in 2017.
Yeah, likely see Tyler Blackwood playing that point striker position, maybe even out wide a little bit. But one of these guys, once again, he's got pace, got that long stride. Someone Sacramento could punish Sacramento if he's able to get behind. So you got to get midfielders heads down early to try to eliminate that threat of Tyler Blackwood up top.
Let's take a look at our U.S. Bank starting 11. We begin with the Sacramento Republic. Couple of changes here. Trying to get some guys healthy, but how about this Luis Espino getting the start tonight? Very good on the ball. He could play a factor if the field gets a little bit wet.
Yeah, that back four seems to be the same for Sacramento, which is a great sign. But yeah, Espino and Isley getting a look here tonight. So let's see how these two guys can combine with Cam Iwasa and William Bijev up top, and hopefully come out there, combine well, and get a couple early shots on target.
And for the Rangers, they'll go with a 4-1-4-1. It typically means Tyler Blackwood to be up top, but dangerous players and Haji Berry, Carlton Belmar also in the mix. They like to run all of those three up into the attack.
Yeah, you got some thoroughbreds up top. Haji Berry, Tyler Blackwood, and Carlton Belmar. Really, really pacey, strong physical strikers that are a handful to deal with. So let's see how Sacramento can deal with those threats up top.
The Republic currently in third place, 8-2-5 here at Papa Murphy's Park in the 2018 season. Swope Park in orange and white will kick things off. The Republic will begin to defend here on the north end of the park. The whistle blows. Here we go. Sacramento and their old glory red. Pressure early from Christian Isley. As it's going to be an interesting match for these two sides as Sacramento put the hurt on the Rangers in July. Now, on July 10th, Kevin, that match was the first time in a year Swope Park had allowed a defeat at home. You know they're looking for revenge here this evening.
Yeah, it seems like an eternity ago, that last game against Swope Park. But yes, seeing Sacramento go into, the uncharted territories at Swope Park to get a result, big for Sacramento at that point in the season.
Barry can't handle. Momenta will send it upfield and looking to captain Adria Zendejas getting the start here tonight, his 12th appearance, 1.36 goals against average. But here is a player who came on late in 2016, went 8-0-0 for this club to get them to the Western Conference title game. They would go on to win that. They would lose in the championship match, but a big-time goalkeeper for the Rangers side. Maher comes back for it. Playing along that left back position, a versatile midfielder and backline player for Swope Park. Let's take a look, Kevin, at your Chevy keys to the match as we have a moment.
Chevy keys to the match. We saw it last week. First five and last five. Sacramento's got to come out strong here the first 5 minutes and finish the second half, or excuse me, finish the first half strong. I think that's going to lead to a really good opportunity for Sacramento to get some points. Next is Cam Iwasa. I mean, the guy's been an absolute stud this season for Sacramento. And I think whenever he scores, it feels like Sacramento always gets a good result. Let's see how Cam can come out here and perform tonight and hopefully get a goal. And stay compact. I think, obviously, if you're not going to allow many chances, it's going to lead to good things for your side. And if Sacramento can stay compact, that back five, even from the back five to the front two, I think it's going to limit the amount of chances that Swope Park can get, and which will ultimately lead to a good, solid result or performance here for Sacramento tonight.
Whistle blows, the restart. Swope Park will take it. And with that, we'll take a look at our UC Davis Health injury report. For the latest news, events, photos, and more, go to UC Davis Health on Instagram and Twitter. Adam Moffitt, Jaime Villarreal, season-ending injuries for Sacramento. So they will be out for the rest of the year. Meanwhile, for Swope Park, Dakota Barnathan and Ethan Vanacore-Decker and Brian Rebellon all out of this match as well. Have played sporadic minutes for this Swope Park side that was looking good at the start of the year in the top four for most of the season. They have slipped back, and I don't think it's ultimately how the season has gone in a bad direction for Swope Park. It's just that the other teams like Orange County, Phoenix, Sacramento have all been playing really well, even put in Portland in that mix. It is a really strong top six if you look at the Western Conference right now.
I think it's like 13 or 14 points separating that top position in the West down to the 8th or 9th position, which is just really, really tight. I mean, that's a difference of 3 games in reality. So really tight grouped Western Conference this year. A lot of parity in this league we're seeing as it's starting to evolve. And I think it shows the quality across the board where no one's really running away from things this season like we saw last year.
Cohen, one of our key matchups this evening. 104 saves, second in all of the USL, has 11 shutouts as well. Overall, the team, the Republic, have only allowed 30 goals, which is best in the Western Conference. So for Swope Park here tonight to get anything behind Josh Cohen, they're going to have to combine fairly well, or it's going to take some pressure up top and likely a mistake from the back line. This is a team that has not given up goals like you have seen on the other side here in Swope Park. The only team, the negative goal differential of -3 that are currently in the playoff picture in the entire USL. Two completely different teams in the way they defend. In the middle, here's Partain. Sprayed out wide to Espino. His first quality touch tonight. Leave it for Horde. Horde down low. Chance for Sacramento, and it's cleared away.
Great little build-up right there. I love seeing that overlap with Elliot Horde on the right. Good job by Espino for finding him, but also Hayden Partain finds himself right in that gap between the back four and Swope Park's holding midfield. Very, very dangerous spot for Sacramento to get the ball and able to turn and face the back four. That final pass, once again, just not there, but still great effort, great positioning for Sacramento. And a good look early here in this first half.
Elliot Horde, key assist. Owasa was offside. Horde finding Cameron Owasa for a big assist in the goal against Portland last Saturday in a 1-0 victory over what was then the 5th place team versus the 4th place Sacramento Republic. That win propelling them to 3rd in the Western Conference. They put them at 56 points for the year. And 31 matches in, they've got tonight and then 2 more after this evening to continue to try to climb the ladder. But Kevin, looks like their sights probably set on that 3rd seed in the Western Conference. Would be a good place. Would mean they would be hosting here at Papa Murphy's Park in mid-October.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything more than hosting that first round. We talked about it earlier. Sacramento's done a great job, and that 3rd place position is fully in their grasp. They control their own destiny, which is a good place to be in. But let's just see if Sacramento can now execute. There's a lot of high pressure here from Sac as well early in this first half.
And this could be a potential first-round matchup as well. Should Sacramento get the victory, it would likely keep Swope Park in that 7th place. They haven't secured a playoff position quite yet as Juan Kazan looks to switch the field and find a streaking Barry. See, that's Carlton Belmar. Belmar just outside the 18, tries to chip it in over the head of Josh Cohen. Out of play it goes. It'll be a goal kick for Cohen and Sacramento Republic here with about 6:30 gone by.
Yeah, great ball switching over to Carlton Belmar. Belmar comes in. He's got an underlapping run from his right back. Looks like Colton Storm coming up. Belmar looks to take it himself on his weaker left foot and just lets him down. Can't get his chest over that ball to strike it well enough.
Foul in the open field, a restart here for Kazan. Felipe Hernandez. Here's Juan Kazan, back to Hernandez. Into the corner, looking for Carlton Belmar. All the way over is Tainter. As Belmar goes down, recovering is Shannon Gomez, who has done a substantial fill-in job at that left back position where he started at right back, but as soon as Elliot Horde came back and the versatile play of Shannon Gomez, it has allowed Simon Elliott to put Gomez in that left back position, and where again he has shined and cuts off a pass here, and now he's looking to move forward. Bajev will track him. Bajev's got a little bit of room. He's going to use his left foot. No quality runs being made, and Sacramento misses an opportunity to take advantage of that turnover by Swope Park.
Yeah, quality runs I think is going to be really important for Sacramento in the next couple of games as well. We saw it last Saturday against Portland, where Cam Owasa gets that goal in the first 5 minutes, and it came from about a 20 to 30-yard run from outside the box. Nothing special, nothing fancy about it, just hard work by Cam Owasa, getting in the box and finds himself in a good position, and a great ball in by Elliot Horde. But that's what I think Cam Owasa, we've mentioned it a lot, Rob, where I think he can really excel and step his game up. See if he starts to make better runs in the box.
Isley out it, looks to give it a go. Parker Marr, a little bit of trouble, being pressured, able to get out of it. 15 goals on the season for Cameron Owasa, and he has had some spectacular ones. Colton Storm, 2 goals, 5 assists on the year. He's been critical from that right back position. He was the 14th overall pick in 2017, has been a mainstay for the last 2 years with the Rangers. Looking top. Momenta, good piece of footwork. Looking to find Owasa, now they can break. Partain on his right. He's got a Wassa streaking. Finds it just a bit too early, but a good opportunity for Sacramento. I think Cam wanted that just a half of a moment earlier.
Yeah, it starts with a great little step or great effort by Amarillo Clemente in the back. A tough ball kind of bounced into his chest, brings it down, is able to connect, and springs Sacramento. And a good ball by Hayden Partain. Really, Cam Wassa tries to get his head on it. Maybe even could have left it as he's got Christian Isley on that back post crashing as well. But those are the runs you need, right? You need 2 runs in the box. And once again, I love seeing Cam Wassa when he's able to get himself involved on balls that are thrown in the box from wide areas. I think Cam's such a physical player, such a good athlete, that if he gets himself in those positions, he's strong enough and smart enough to find himself on the end of them and can typically, you know, try to turn something on target and test goalkeepers.
He's been key for Simon Elliott, who's in his first year, the 43-year-old former MLS midfielder who was a standout for the league with Chivas. San Jose, nearly a big mistake from Sacramento. Cohen has to come up and play it. Not quite done yet, or Swope Park. And there's the mistakes we talk about. They're rare, but that's one thing that you can see teams can take advantage of. Lucky for the Republic, it did not happen there.
Yeah, just some carelessness, ball bouncing around a little bit. Silly giveaway.
Little step. Feel a little bit slick as there's been intermittent rain showers throughout the afternoon and into pregame warm-ups, but not enough to cause a fit as it is halted since the whistle blew. A lot of space and time, Felipe. Hernandez tries to play it wide. Here's Cold Storm. He's going to send a cross in. Tainter finding Bajev. Bajev's going to look to get it upfield in a hurry. Good effort by Iwasa to try to retain possession and spring Isley forward. We've talked about the pairing of Iwasa and Isley, and if this team's going to make a deep run, you're going to have to probably see a better combination, maybe better chemistry from that pair. Partain has it stuck. Haji Berry leads this team with goals scored 16 on the year, is a career high. There's Graham Smith, the Oregon State Beaver, just 22 years of age, young player for this Swope Park side in his first season. Marr, left back position, able to keep it in play. Akhmatov, maybe too many touches, able to find a teammate, Wakazan. Marr lets it slide, finding Berry. Berry cutting to his right, keeps it low, a chance for Swope Park. It was Tyler Blackwood on the receiving end, and it's sent out of play in the game's first corner kick for Swope Park.
Really good read there by the center back, Mitchell Tanner, right there. He's got an opportunity to probably step to Blackwood, but elects to kind of hold off and cover that back post. You see it right now as Haji Berry doing a good job getting the ball in the box, but a good little smart decision there by Mitchell Tanner, and makes himself big, is able to block the shot.
Here's the Nashville native Hernandez. Floats it high and back, headed. Top bar, easy play for Josh Cohen. Swope Park is led by Paul Nagamura. Nagamura, his first season as head coach for the Rangers, the 34-year-old. Also played at MLS. Did you play with Paul? I imagine you probably saw him quite a bit of time. Here's Iwasa moving forward. We'll get to that. Well, Iwasa goes for it, and it's parried away by Adrian Zendejas.
Why not? Why not, Cam Wassa? Great job once again. Test that goalkeeper. You find yourself a little bit of space, and Cam hits a great ball. So have a go. And this is how quick it happens, too. Just a throw from Josh Cohen. Cam takes the space, Get your head up. No one's going to step to me. No one's going to step. Fine, I'm going to have a strike. Well hit, and a great save there by Zendejas, getting down to his right.
Nearly poked it through. So back to Nagamura, played 5 years with Kansas City and ended his career there, and then became an assistant. And now heading this Swope Park side.
Yeah, played against and with Paulo. Played with him in Toronto for a couple of months. Played against him many, many times. He's one of your typical pit bull holding midfielders. Very smart player, very smart person. Let's see how his managerial career goes, but so far so good for him, in my opinion. I think he's stepped in and done a really nice job for Swope Park.
Quite a bit of changeover from a season ago as well, as plenty of these players also called up to the first side. And some have been sent down, including Carlton Belmar. And a better season for Tyler Blackwood as well. A year ago, 6 goals, 3 assists, but he was frustrated the way that he was played out in certain areas, preferred to be up top. And here with the Rangers, he's doing exactly that in a 4-1-4-1. A little delay to throw in from Elliott Horde, looking for Isley. That's going to be an easy whistle against Parker Marr. Does not come. Luis Espino may questioning why, but continues to hustle anyway. Now it's a throw in for the Rangers. Swope Park has been dominant at home, where they are 9-3-3. And again, that first loss this season was the first in a year in Kansas City. Good defending there by Hayden Partain to take it away from Akhmetov.
Tell you what, Hayden Partain's looked absolutely fantastic the last couple of months, maybe the last 6 to 8 weeks. I think he's really coming into his own. We always talk about, at least I talk about, I want to see him get involved in the attack a little bit more, but now he's got a little bit more of a defensive role with the team, a little more holding midfielder type positioning. Fouls conceded right here, but Hayden's done a great job of just being smart on the ball, retaining possession when you need to, springing players when you need to, winning 50-50 balls, winning second balls. It's a guy that kind of finds himself in good positions a lot of the time. I think, you know, with the loss of Jaime Villarreal and Adam Moffat, I think Hayden's come in and filled in brilliantly. It's been almost probably a boost to the team, if you're being really honest. And it shows the depth of Sacramento and the depth that Simon and Todd are able to find over the last, 6 to 12 months.
Zendejas, a little bit of trouble as Iwasa and Isley right in the neighborhood. Here's a chance for Hall to leave it for Iwasa. A little bit of a mix-up, but Jeff going to try to sneak it through. It's 1-0 Sacramento, and it comes in the 17th minute.
It's a great job by Sacramento. We talked about that high pressure it seems to have been putting on for the first 10 to 15 minutes. It pays off right there as Swope Park's trying to play out of the back. They've gotten in trouble a couple of times so far in this first half, but Sacramento's able to capitalize on a great job by Jeremy Hall, winning the second ball, winning the turnover, and the first touch, Rob, his first touch goes forward with the header. As we see these guys, Swope Park trying to play out of the back, getting a little bit too cute, and a bad giveaway, but look at this step right here by Jeremy, and a great header. Springing Cam Iwasa, finds Bijev, and a simple finish from Bijev. Great layoff right there by Cam, perfect weight. Inside of the foot, maybe an own goal, maybe a touch. No, that's all Bijev. Right, that view right there. Looks like the angle we saw initially, but still, Graham Smith coming in and stepping. Great job by Sacramento.
Smith came up, tried to play, and it was, as you've said so many times, caught between two minds. Wasn't sure to commit all the way or stay back, and he got beat behind the play.
But a couple of good things in that situation right there that I really like to see.
And almost again as a mirror image of what we just saw Zendejas in plenty of trouble here.
But I love seeing the pressure. Then I love seeing Jeremy Hall finding himself in a good position up on in that final third. And his first touch, Rob, it doesn't take him 2 touches to get to that position to play the pass. It's his first touch. Right into the path of Cam Iwasa, and Cam with a great weighted pass, allowing Bijev a one-touch finish as the ball served in.
Ball sent in.
Great touch.
Headed away by Elliott Horde.
It's a great touch by Elliott on the back post. But the weight of the pass by Cam Iwasa was brilliant.
Bijev, 5th goal on the year. Stock still opportunity for Swope Park near the point. Kuzan tried to sneak it in, and Cohen with his left foot sends it out of play. It'll be a corner kick for the Rangers.
It's a dangerous play there by Espino. Needs to be a little more cautious right there, but a great job. Josh Cohen showing his footwork.
Iwasa with his team-leading 6 assists on the season.
And that's not an easy ball for Cohen to handle. That's bouncing a couple feet in front of him.
Back post, Blackwood, a big swing by Barry, and up into the arms as it hit off the back. And look at a quick go here from Luis Espino as an outlet from Josh Cohen was perfectly played. Swope Park struggling to get back. Espino is brought down, and they're going to have a foul, and we could have more as Colton Storm went in shoulder high.
It's a good foul by Colton Storm. Good job by Espino, too. He had both Bijev, Isley, Kamawasa streaking on that left side. Just can't find himself. Seems to just get stepped on, loses his boot in the process. Good foul by Colton Storm, if you're being completely honest. Slows things down. Not in a super dangerous place to concede a set piece.
How about that outlet from Josh Cohen, though? He really can do it all, Kevin. It's fantastic to see not only his play throughout the year, but he has shown a little bit more as the season has gone on.
Yeah, smart play, and that's what's so dangerous typically on corner kicks. When you start throwing all your guys up front and there's a ball played in like that with Josh Cohen catching the ball and running out to the penalty spot.
Martin gives it a strong go. It's Mitchell Tainer up high, still not done now. The whistle blows. Not quite sure why. May have been collision with Isley.
He's got the linesman. Linesman's got his flag up as for offside. I'm not sure who it's offside on unless Isley came from an offside position. Tell you what, Swope Park's not afraid. Here they go. They're getting smart. At least in Dejas is. Let's not mess with it in the back.
Adrian's in Dejas. Had a decent season, but again, they have used 4 goalkeepers and had a lot of rotation throughout that back line. And so it has allowed now a goal differential of -4. Kevin, it's hard to imagine that this team is even in the playoff picture. There's very few teams are able to slide in, especially with the size of the league now, and not be in the positive when it comes to your goal differential.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, it's all about getting into the playoffs now, Rob. As soon as you get in the playoffs, essentially start from scratch, get rid of those stats and numbers. Good spot for Swope Park to pick the ball up.
Play to the left. Here's Haji Berry looking for goal number 17. He's going to try to strike from distance. A rebound shot bobbles up and hits up Cohen, but he's able to gobble it up anyway.
Well done by Cohen. Well held. That ball's moving pretty quickly. Zipping on the turf. It's a bit damp out there. Tell you what, sometimes it feels like when you strike those balls, it picks up speed as it zips off the pitch. But a good strike by Haji Berry. You know, look at this right here. He gets 2 cracks at it.
Comes off of Tainer's left foot.
Sets up nicely for him. That ball is zipped. Look at that. Just a little daisy cutter. About a foot off the ground. It's a nice strike.
A 3-1 win the last time these sides met. Cameron Iwasa with a brace. Isley also scoring. Haji Berry, the lone goal for Swope Park. Light showers coming from above, but nothing that would stop play. Bijev looking to get into the corner. Here's finding Gomez. Gomez working on Storm, looking to cut his way inside now. Look to his left foot, trying to sneak one in. Isley had to hold, or otherwise it would have been offside. We'll get a reset here, but good footwork from.
It's a great job by.
Youngster.
Good outlet pass by Bijev, and Shannon Gomez does a good job. Great first touch, gets him into the path that he wants to run, kind of cuts off that. They're right back Colton Storm. But even in that situation, I want to see Cam Iwasa just hoof it. Get in the box, get on the penalty spot, give your winger another option.
Looking to step was Hall, got beat. Now it's Swope Park.
Look how quick they go when they go forward, Rob.
Looking for an opportunity, trying to sneak it through. Barry into the 18, back out to Belmar. Belmar dancing with it, lays it off. Still Swope Park putting the pressure on Sacramento deep here. To lay it up into the 6, no one in the neighborhood, and so Sacramento will escape.
Tell you what, there's a good example right there how quick Swope Park is. Their front 3, their front 4.
Isley is brought down by Amir Djidic.
Looks like he rolled his ankle, maybe his right ankle on that. Djidic and Isley going man for man. I think that's where Isley excels. It's his best part of his game, in my opinion, is back to goal play. Gonna look at this right here. Looks like he just gets a little nick on that right foot as he comes down, kind of goes over on his right ankle. It's never a good feeling.
Interesting enough for Christian Isley, his first year playing as a professional in the United States, went overseas at a young age, played in Finland last season. Grew up in Orlando, but couldn't hang on in England very long because he didn't have the proper paperwork, but then had an opportunity to go to Sweden and Finland and played there for the last couple of seasons. Was able to look for some options back in the United States and found a home here in Sacramento as Todd Donovan picked him up pretty early in the off-season. Well, season ticket members secure your seats for the 2018 USL playoffs, often by this coming week, for the home playoff match. To guarantee your regular season seats is the lowest price offered. No payment is required now, and you will only be charged when you're guaranteed to host the match one game at a time. Of course, SacRepublicFC.com. Rain starting to come down a little bit harder as Spino will trap it. Shoved in the back. Marr will put it out of play. And a couple of the fans running for some cover, using their jackets as well. Tainter all the way up for the center back position, is going to give it a ride. Took a deflection, may have been off a Republic player. But how about Mitchell Tainter?
Tell you what, Mitchell strikes a really good ball. See right there, but that's tough from that distance here. 35, 40 yards out. Why not?
Blackwood laying it off. Cross comes in, out of play. So Sacramento can secure a top 4 finish with a win here tonight, but would likely need Reno to draw or lose. Right now, they're half in Nevada over the Timbers 2-1-0. Meanwhile, the Real Monarchs have already won, beating OKC 2-1. So that is out of play as of now. Meanwhile, they do control their own destiny, continue to win, and they will be a top 4 seed in the Western Conference.
This is a situation too, I see, Rob. You know, if I'm Simon, I'm trying to figure out how you encourage Swope Park to play out of the back. They seem to be getting themselves in a lot of trouble when they do try to do so. So now it's just a conversation or a thought of bait them into that. Let Zendejas roll the ball out. You know, sit back a little bit, but have like maybe a disguised press, if you will. Let them play the ball out. As soon as the ball's rolled out or passed out from Zendejas or whomever it is, short, then you start your press. Don't show your cards too early, and don't press high where you force Zendejas to play the ball long. And I think if Sacramento can do that, they're going to find themselves in a lot of good positions. Just due to the struggle that Swope Park's having trying to play out of the back right now.
Good hustle from Felipe Hernandez, 20-year-old, who has 2 goals, 3 assists on this year, but he has been key in the midfield for this Swope Park team, providing plays just like that, able to win the ball from Elliott Horde, which does not happen very often. And that's exactly what you're talking about. Waiting just a moment was Cameron Iwasa.
But here's that gap. So it's got to be, Bijev probably needs to be a little bit higher right there. It's just too easy and too much space for Swope Park to be able to play out. And it's really kind of got to be frustrating for Cam Iwasa and Christian Isley because you're extending all this energy trying to press. And it's simple. It's a handball. That's the thing. If you're going to press, and it's got to come, it starts from Isley and Iwasa. As soon as you see that, the rest of the squad, rest of the side needs to step along with them.
All looking for Isley. Isley shielding, goes down, tries to keep it in play. They'll play advantage. Iwasa finding it from Bijev, looking to cut back, just does not have enough room to make a play. So he'll look for Gomez out on that left wing.
It's a great job hold up play by Isley once again.
Momenta, a little too heavy for Partain, keeps it anyway. Horde, pop this one up, looking for a run. That wind just kept it right back in play, as the wind coming from south to north is playing a little bit of a factor Jeremy Hall keeps it.
Good tackle by Jeremy.
Sacramento, one of the better possessing teams. Here's Hayden Partain, a little bit of room. Opportunity for Iwasa, he just sailed it.
It just looks like he's too casual on that finish. The last touch, he hasn't fully finished that play. Just looks like he kind of gives up on it a little bit, Cam does. But a great job. Look at this entry pass, Rob. This is great by Jeremy Hall. Perfect weight. Hayden Partain in a great spot right in front of that back four. Cam Iwasa right here. Follow that ball in the back of the net, Cam. Finish it off. But a good pass, good first touch, good second touch.
He's trying to do that upper corner as Zendejas. Already the game's first goal coming by play which Iwasa was involved in. Laid it off for Vian Bajev, who picked up his 5th goal on the year.
And Rob, if you're watching from home, I mean, that's the gap. It's a super, super dangerous position in the pitch for either side. If a guy like Hayden Partain is able to find himself in front of that back four and behind the holding midfielder, watch out.
Belmar with a shot, it deflected, and follow up, and it's in. Tyler Blackwood with goal number 7, and we are tied at 30 minutes in.
Yeah, a lot to discuss here. Josh Cohen makes a good save. Doesn't parry it well enough away from the middle of the goal. The shot initially, I think it came from Carlton Belmar. Probably too much space. Get a look at it right here as the ball's played up. A lot of space right there. Partain needs to get himself back. Good weighted pass in there. Mitchell Tainer probably steps a little bit too aggressively initially. Allows that turn from Belmar. Allows him to get the space to have that strike, that step right there from Tainer is just too aggressive. He needs to be a little bit more patient. Unlucky for Sacramento, if you're being completely honest. I think they played really, really well so far in the first 30 minutes or so. And the first real look by Swope Park, they're able to capitalize.
Well, Swope Park has allowed 50 goals on the year. And again, it's the most of any team is currently in the playoff picture in all of USL. Hernandez popped up on it. Hayden was able to control it. Tyler Blackwood getting back at his former team. He now has 7 on the season. Blackwood, originally from England, played in Phoenix before heading up to California Capital.
Good ball by Jeremy.
Perfectly weighted, finding Horde. Horde looking to send a cross in. Sheedage able to head it out. A quick restart for Sacramento. Over the top into space for Partain, just a little too much. Haji Berry continues to battle. Long legs, great stride, incredible pace. Still a dangerous player. You can fall asleep on him as he'll stay out wide and sometimes not get into the play, so you'll forget about him. Meanwhile, Swope Park moving ahead anyway. Looking for a chance. They just tied the game. The Tyler Blackwood rebound from Carlton Belmar.
If I'm Sacramento, I let all day force Carlton Belmar onto his left foot. It seems to be had a hard time the last couple of tries when he comes in on onto his left foot. It's a good chance for Bajev.
Good turn from Bajev. Bajev looking a little bit of space. He's going to give it a go. Stepping in. Just in time, Graham Smith, Colorado native. And Zendejas having a word with the referee, Daniel Radford, tonight.
As Radford's pulling. Sheedage to Smith. Yeah, pulling in. Looks like maybe it's just a little conversation off the ball.
Isley battling, continuing to fight with Haji Berry, and he won't even earn the throw. Every match is better with a group. Get 15 or more friends, family members, or colleagues and get tickets as low as $12 with exclusive experiences. SacRepublic.com for more details. Final home match will be against Las Vegas, the final 5 years of glory match on October 13th against the Lights. Lights are out of the playoff picture for Sacramento. They would like that to be maybe a game they rest up for, just a light preparation before the playoffs start the following Saturday. Mistake by Barry allows Ford to come up, get into the attack, and continues to move forward. Luis Espino, so pacey, concerning his run. A little upset's not coming. Cameron Owasa has been waiting for it, has his hand up.
Still got to be patient. Don't need to force that ball. Smart decision by Elliott.
Blackwood getting past Hall. It's where he's dangerous out in the open field. He'll lay it off to the left side now. Belmar looking to keep it on his right, turning against Gomez and sails past the net, and a goal kick for Sacramento, and a big ooh from the crowd here at Papa Murphy's Park.
Yeah, doesn't miss by much, and once again, to talk about going, Carlton Belmar on the right foot's way more dangerous than he is on his left. I think Simon, the staff, need to have a conversation. Any chance you have, you're going 1v1 against Carlton Belmar. Push him inside, push him to your help, and put him on his weaker left foot. See, Shannon gives him that, the outside, gives him the right foot. Gonna look right here. All he needs is just a whisper of space and can find the far post potentially.
Baji, Barry looking to get it to Belmar. Belmar showing his own pace, looking to keep it in play.
Smart play there by Carlton Belmar, keeping it out for a throw-in.
Deep throw at that. Sacramento needs a retained possession here, not make a mistake. Whistle blows as Hayden Partain goes down.
That's lucky for Sacramento. Good job by Hayden Partain. Puts his body between himself and the ball. Defender in the ball. Draws the foul.
Swope Park is coming off 11 days of rest. The last time they played was against Tulsa on September 22nd. That was a 1-1 draw against the Roughnecks. Meanwhile, Sacramento played on Saturday night, beating Portland here at home against Timbers 2, who are currently a goal behind Reno in Nevada. Barry looking to his right, angling in. Hall comes to help. Chance for Belmar. It'll sail over the post near the Tower Bridge Battalion.
Bit of deflection there off Hayden Partain.
So a corner kick coming for Felipe Hernandez and the Swope Park Rangers.
Really nicely worked there by Swope Park, in my opinion. Good job building out of the back. We talked about how I feel like they're a bit suspect building out of the back, and there's a good example of what can happen when you do it well. Yeah, but get the ball swung over to Haji Berry with overlapping runs by Parker Mayer, and ultimately earn a corner kick.
Akhmatov comes to help for a moment, draws in Partain. Haji Berry is right in front of Josh Cohen. This will be lofted back post, heading for a chance. And it's cleared again by Sacramento, and they'll do this again on the other side. Tied at 1 here. Bajev scored the 17th, and then Tyler Blackwood a follow-up on a Carlton Belmar shot. The Belmar shot sprayed right toward the middle of goal after a deflection from Cohen, and it was Blackwood to even things up in the 31st minute. And that is where we stand here at Papa Murphy's Park tonight. Alongside Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. Dropping it back, chance for Blackwood.
Rolled up by Clementa.
Espino, can he break free?
Good miss by Cam Owasa. Finds Shannon.
It tends to work out as Gomez is on the other side of the park. Bajev comes back for it. Now Bajev's going to send his own cross in. A late run from Isley, can't get there in time.
It's a really good ball. Really good ball by Bajev. Once again, runs aren't there.
Now Iwasa looking to make his own run, coming in, taken down, as he's tripped up. No whistle coming from Daniel Radford.
Yeah, probably not going to get on the end of that heavy touch. Looks like there probably is some contact. And look, Cam coming through. Good ball in the entry pass, continues his run.
Meanwhile, Swope Park starting to put their own pressure on to figure it out. Belmar, Blackwood, and Barry starting to combine a bit better as this match has gone on. Here's Parker Marr, the 25-year-old from Missouri. Played 29 games a season ago for Swope Park. Versatile player for this Rangers side. Barry trying to just get enough space. Here's Belmar again. Belmar's had it at his feet too often. Gomez, he's bumped out. Throw for the Republic. Sacramento 56 points, the Rangers with 50. Good poke from Marr, getting past Bajev. Bajev with its tackle to come right back, not able to poke it free. Now it's Barry. Tainter was there as he held position. Clock is on. Overlap run from Hernandez. Back to Barry. Hernandez getting past forward for a moment. Works it into the corner. Gazan, quick touch. Opening here to the 18. And Jeremy Hall does just enough to get Guzan off his line. And without that, no clear shot against Josh Cohen.
Yeah, very nearly break through. Swope Park does right there. Kind of concerning, really, if you're Sacramento. As Swope Park's doing a really good job of finding the gaps, finding the seams between the two center backs. Final 5 minutes here, Rob. See how Sacramento can finish this first half.
Bajev cutting it back in, using his left foot, trying to cut back right, slips up just a tad, not able to retain possession.
So you just see once again, you see Bajev so used to coming in rather than going to the end line, trying to whip a ball in the box. Goes on to a weaker left foot and wants to get back just instinctually back to his right foot. That's why I love seeing him inverted on the opposite side.
Simonelli rubbing his eyes, a bit disappointed in what he saw there from Mitchell Tainter to lose possession. Luis Espino has been a good addition to this starting 11 here this evening. He has done well to maintain possession when it's at his feet and earn it when it's not. Jeremy Hall is going to send a sharp ball through.
It's a good example, way too direct right there. If you're going to play that ball, it's got to be in the channels on an angle rather than, you know, that north to south that we just saw.
Barry, good combination from Swope Park as Hernandez now angling toward goal, cuts it back to his left, looking to find a runner, and it hits off the post.
Looks like it might have been a save by Cohen or off the post. Either way, yeah, looks like there's a touch from Cohen. Either way, once again, you've seen Swope Park finding saps, finding seams, finding gaps, get in behind. It's a great job by Hernandez. Gets on that left foot, tries to just squeak it in the near post.
You're right, it was Cohen. Now it's Hernandez again, and it's up big and it's slapped away from Josh Cohen's net. Rain picking up. Hernandez. Akhmatov. But last couple of seasons in Miami, this ball's now in trouble, and it's done in again. Offside first, the flag went up.
Looks like it might have been offside on Cheetich or Graham Smith on that first ball, the entry pass.
It would have been Blackwood with his second of this night, but instead it's called back and remains 1-1. Half of the players stopped on the play. It looked like they knew. Either way, Sacramento catching a break. But Jeff, good piece of footwork on the other end.
Finding some wickets over there in Colton Storm.
Over the top, Blackwood giving chase. Cohen has to come out and make a play.
It's well done by Josh Cohen. Go at him.
Jeff, here's Iwasa, a little bit of trouble from behind. Heavy touch, back looking for a combination between Partain and Iwasa, and it was just a tad slow.
I'd like to see maybe Hayden have a strike right there. Touch and a hit on that right foot, just curl it towards the back post. Looks like you got someone down. Looks like Colton Storm maybe the right back after that. After that challenge with, might have been Bijev.
So 1 minute of stoppage time brought to you by Rayleigh Something Extra Rewards Program. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today at Rayleighs.com.
Looks like he'll shake it off. Job, good work by Bijev over there.
Meta looking for a Spino here. Parker Marr goes up. Throw for Sacramento. An opportunity to still get a pretty good crack at it here in the final 20-30 seconds of this first half. Tied at 1, Bijev in 17th, Blackwood in the 31st. Second goal by Blackwood called off for offside. Going to switch the field, Clementa, and that is going to be the whistle. So 46 minutes and some change, and we'll leave to the locker room tied at 1 between Swope Park and Sacramento. The Republic looking to earn 3 points here tonight, try to secure a home playoff match. Meanwhile, Swope Park trying to work their way up the ladder in the Western Conference. Don't go away, news and notes and highlights and much, much more at the break. It's tied at 1 here at Papa Murphy's Park.
Everyone knows there's a science to listening to someone who can't even speak. Yet, at UC Davis Health, we understand this. That's why we make it a point to look closer.
Hi, little guy.
To find out more. We want to partner with you in your care. Learn more at choosehealth.ucdavis.edu.
Hey, it's Vince Bloom inviting you to the block party at the Lasher Used Car Super Center. It's the Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Starting at Lasher's Oak Grove Dodge and going all the way around the block to Lasher's Oak Grove Volkswagen, we've got over 250 vehicles on the chopping block. Come on, block off some time and go to LasherAuto.com and search for cars as low as $77.77. The right car, right now. And save during the block party at the Lasher's Used Car Super Center. Over 3,000 new and used cars are available at LasherAuto.com. The Used Car Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
Every day, there are millions of stories, but the most important are the stories that impact you. Whether it's keeping your family safe,
these are the areas under a high alert because we're
understanding changes to your world,
and it could end up costing taxpayers more money, thousands,
or figuring out what the future holds.
It just may be bringing new jobs to Sacramento.
At 10 o'clock, we take more time to focus on the details that impact you most. KCRA 3 News at 10 on My 58, where the news comes first.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your Home bake an XL NY pizza topped with giant pepperoni and ground sausage on an extra-large foldable New York-style crust. Just $8. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Welcome back to Papa Murphy's Park. Alongside Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. A rainy, wet evening here at California's capital, but it is all tied at 1 here between the Republic and the Swope Park Rangers. But it was just a few weeks ago, still beautiful weather in the region here, and so the guys were able to take a fun trip. Let's take a look at what they did.
Today we are up in Placerville doing a whitewater rafting excursion. Being off the field and doing something like this it's really good to get the group together and the morale high going into the last push of the season as we head toward the playoffs.
Come on, lean back, lean back, lean back.
Johnson! You've got to be kidding me! Shot ripped in! Alex Mendoza! Goal! That's the over! Sunday the other way! Oh, what a goal! And what a world-class goal that is from Didier Drogba! Pure brilliance from Ricardo Pereira. Krasinski is diving stop. Must-see TV.
Welcome back to halftime here at Papa Murphy's Park, and the rain continuing to come down in Sacramento as intermittent showers throughout the afternoon, but it is turned to full-on rain here at the halftime. Well, let's take a look at our USL news and notes. And big announcement just recently talking about the league and whether or not they're changing. We heard a little bit about that in the prior segment here, but let's take a look at really what's going on. Is the top story to me, Kevin, is this playoff picture. 9 of the 16 spots already taken claim for, and many of them here in the Western Conference. Swope Park, one of those teams that's still open for those 7 spots.
Yeah, it's wide open right now. We talked about it earlier where there's probably like 10 or 12 points between, you know, the first place and the 8th place side. So it's a tight bunch of people in the Western Conference right now specifically, and a few games to go and a lot of movement to happen.
Well, let's take a look at this alignment in terms of what it does. You know, the championship will currently be with the USL now, and then you look at what's been in USL 2, but that really becomes USL League 1, and PPL becomes USL League 2. And there is some rumblings which people like as this potentially sets up for at least the lower division promotion relegation.
Yeah, if they can sort out a way to figure out promotion relegation system, I think that's the one thing that American fans of soccer are missing out on. I think it's a fantastic setup. I don't think MLS is ever going to go that way. But if you can see it in this USL leagues, you know, between the Championship League 1, League 2, and in the future, who knows if there's going to be other leagues added. But either way, very exciting stuff in the USL.
Let's take a look at the USL team of the week. And no Republic players making that. But again, Billy Forbes has been a force for Phoenix last couple of seasons. He's on the list. And Cody Lorendio had a pretty good match the week after they took on the Sacramento Republic. So let's take a look coming up. We're going to have our halftime highlights and stats coming up. Don't go away. That's just right after the break. Tell you what went right for the Republic and what went wrong and why we are tied at 1 apiece between the Rangers and the Republic here on a rainy evening in Sacramento. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Vince Bloom inviting you to the block party at the Lasher Used Car Supercenter. It's the Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Starting at Lasher's Oak Grove Dodge and going all the way around the block to Lasher's Oak Grove Volkswagen, we've got over 250 vehicles on the chopping block. Come on, block off some time and go to LasherAuto.com and search for cars as low as $77.77. The right car, right now. And save during the block party at the Lasher's Used Car Supercenter. Over 3,000 new and used cars are available at LasherAuto.com. The Used Car Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
The difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Hey guys, today we're here to talk about trucks.
I love trucks.
What the heck is that? Wow. What truck brand comes from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road?
I think it's a Chevy.
Ford.
Is it Ford? Nope, it's not Ford.
I think it's Ram.
Is it Ram? Not Ram.
It's
Chevy.
That's right. From the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road.
Gorgeous. Chevy hit it out of the ballpark with these.
There are a lot of things to love about California, but the price of gas isn't one of them. Maybe that's why Toyota is California's best-selling brand, including 7 hybrids and 9 models that get 40 mpg or better. Plus, most come with Toyota Safety Sense and Toyota Care 2 years no-cost maintenance. Wouldn't it be nice to see more of our state and less of the pump? Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Republic FC fans. I know we were talking about where you
Continue on here at the halftime break. Let's take a look at our NorCal Honda halftime highlight. Early on, Sacramento was aggressive. They came out, they pressured. Felt like it was going to be a good start for this Republic team.
Yeah, you see it.
As you said, it was Cameron Watson. Had a good crack at it, thought, why not early on?
Yeah, you're going to give Kamawasa 60 yards of space. Why not take it up there and have a strike and test the goalkeeper? And he does so, and Zendeja gets down to his right and does a really good job making a save. But unreal by Swope Park to think that you can get away with giving that much space. And then once again, we saw these guys trying to play out of the back so much. And this touch by Jeremy Hall, really, really impressive. And then even more impressive is the weight of this pass from Kamawasa, setting up Jan Bijev. And a simple little inside of the foot with left-footed finish for Bilian Bijev.
Bilian Bijev, 5th goal on the year, 6 assists for Cameron Iwasa. Things looking good for Sacramento. And again, aggressive play led to some mistakes by Swope Park. And then again, Sacramento getting a chance from a little bit wide here. More room. Cameron Iwasa, you know he's going to want this one back.
Yeah, it just looks like he kind of gives up on that play, doesn't finish it off. His final touch lets him down, does a great job, gets there, and it just seems to be a bit lackadaisical. And you see right here, Swope Park did a really good job in the last 15 minutes, in my opinion, of stretching Sacramento out, finding gaps and finding seams. And here's a great look and a simple shot on Josh Cohen. Josh Cohen can't parry it far enough away, rather parries it right into the middle of the pitch. And Tyler Blackwood gets a relatively easy finish, but a great shot right there by Belmar. And that step by Tainer just allows that to happen. Tainer's got to be more patient as a center back. You can't give him that space.
Here was the other opportunity, and it was Carlton Belmar, we know, likes to go to his right. And after it was tied 1-1, he tried to make it 2-1 and just skirted past the outreaching arm of Josh Cohen. And after 46 minutes in that first half of play, we are knotted at 1. Let's take a look at our halftime stats. And it's brought to you by Lasher's Elk Grove Subaru. And shots is a little bit concerning for me, Kevin, as you felt like the possession was starting to fall in Sacramento's way. They had better looks, better pressure, but toward that last 15 minutes, 10 minutes of that half, we saw some quality looks. One goal called back from an offside goal.
Yeah, I really think that, you know, probably a pretty liberal scoring of those shots, in my opinion. I look at chances, you know, who created more chances. I think probably at the end of the day, both sides are about equal with 2 legit chances per team. But I think Sacramento's got to do a better job in the second half of putting pressure on the ball early and forcing Swope Park to make some mistakes.
Let's take a look at what we have left. Just 2 more games in the USL regular season for the Sacramento Republic. In LA on Saturday, Kevin and I will broadcast that game for you here on the My 58. And then again, October 13th against Las Vegas, the season finale here at Papa Murphy's Park before the Republic get ready for the Western Conference playoff. Well, we are just moments away from starting here. The rain continues to come down. It has been raining for the entire intermission of this match. As you can see from the lights there, many of the fans braving it out here on a cold night. It's been quite a while since you've had to bring the jacket out here tonight. How is the wet field, cold weather going to have an impact? A little bit of wind as well here.
Yeah, I don't think the weather is going to have any impact. If anything, the wind's probably going to have the most impact, and it's going to benefit Sacramento in the second half as it's behind them. It's going to be difficult for Swope Park to try to relieve their lines if they're under pressure with that wind in their face. But I think the rain and the turf and the pitch, it's all going to be fine. And actually, this sort of weather is very, very fun to play in. The ball moves quickly, it zips around on the pitch. And let's see if Sacramento can use that to their advantage here in the second half.
Whistle blows, second half begins. And we are tied at 1 here at Papa Murphy's Park. Kevin Goldthwait, Rob McAllister with you. Appreciate you joining us here on this Wednesday evening as Republic, their final 2.5 matches now. And this one they are tied at Swope Park. The Rangers still looking to move up in the Western Conference standings. The Republic trying to keep quite an impressive streak going. They went undefeated in the month of September, winning all but 1 match. And here in October, they hope to continue that run of form. Quick touch, Sacramento's Iwasa looking for a chance. Zendejas looks to clear.
Love that combination, the thought of the combination there from Isley. Good ball in by Jeremy Hall. Nice little layoff. I think Cam Iwasa probably needs to be a little bit more on his toes. Expect that first time. Only way that play is going to work is if it happens first time.
Iwasa trying to get it forward. Luis Espino, he's been active. Really liked what we saw in the first 45.
Yeah, Espino buzzing around. Let's see if he can get an effort on target. Not giveaway by Bijev. There's the pressure. I think that's the way to success tonight, in my opinion, Rob. In the second half, after seeing things, the pressure needs to happen. Force Swope Park to get under pressure, get their heads down. Don't allow them time, don't allow them space. All that really means, in my opinion, Rob, is it's going to be a blue-collar effort here in the second half to put pressure on Swope Park.
No substitutions at the break for either side. For Sacramento, it's Isley, Awasa, Bajev, Espino, Hall, Partain. And then Elliott Horde, Emmer Clementa, Mitchell Tainer, Shannon Gomez, and the goalkeeper Josh Cohen. Haji Berry, Blackwood, Belmar, Guzan, Hernandez, Akhmatov, Marjidic, Smith, Storm, and the goalkeeper Zendejas. Josh Cohen allowing his 31st goal on the year, best in the Western Conference in terms of play from a team. And you gotta give credit, of course, to Josh Cohen, who has played every single minute of this USL season for Sacramento. Over the top, Bajev loves it from this mark, working his way in. He's got a little bit of space, he gives it a crack just over the crossbars, and Dejas was mixed up a moment.
Good effort there by Bajev. Great job, good entry pass or distribution by Jeremy Hall. Gets his head up, and this first touch is fantastic from Bajev. Just gets by Storm. Why not have a shot? Graham Smith's not going to come up and step. And a good effort actually by Bajev. Obviously, we'd love to see him hit target from that distance.
I think he was surprised that Smith did not step up. Allowed him to nearly walk into the six.
It's one of those where the defender makes the decision for you as a striker, where you're going up and typically you got an idea in mind and you got to wait for the defender to commit to make that move or that action. But if he's going to keep dropping back, fine. You're going to make up my mind for me. I'll have a strike from 18 yards out.
No other team in the Western Conference has gone to the postseason in 16, 17, and 18 other than Sacramento in what likely is going to be Swope Park. The Rangers have had two great seasons back-to-back, reaching the USL Championship game, winning the Western Conference, but could not go further. Sacramento, of course, has gone to the postseason all 5 times. Awasa working back to his right foot, laying it off. Here's a chance, keeps it low for Isley on that near post, and Dejas covered that near post perfectly and not allowing Isley a bit of room.
Great little dummy by Hayden Partain. Seeing Espino out wide. Espino, I like the idea on that ball. Just roll it across the face of the goal, wait for that near post run. Not the best angle of a ball in from Espino, as obviously Zendejas is able to collect it a little couple yards out further from the goal. Maybe you find Isley crashing that near post. Good build up by Sacramento. Good job winning the second ball and continue that attack.
Blackwood comes up for it. The only goal for Swope Park here. Throw deep for the Republic. Hernandez has put in quite a shift as well for Swope Park, playing well, aggressive, trying to make things difficult for those outside backs for Sacramento this evening. The rain is subsided for the moment. Cameron Awasa stepping just a bit too heavy, not able to control it. So good news. Look at that wrong. Sorry, I mean, not good news for the Republic, as Reno still holding on to a 1-0 advantage. Tyler Blackwood committing the foul on Cameron Awasa. Real Monarchs already winning earlier this evening. Sacramento picks up a win here tonight, and if Reno draws or loses, Republic would secure a home playoff berth.
It's a good position here for a set piece. Hayden Partain just trying to bounce it just inside that penalty spot. In between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box. Bounce it in there and try to curl in that far post.
Partain dropping it high for Isley, got a toe on it.
Decent ball. And Good effort there by Christian Isley, even to get a touch on it. Just a fraction away from being something special. Good ball whipped in.
Swope Park trying to apply a little bit of pressure. Radford changing the call. The assistant referee who initially signaled for Swope Park.
It's clearly deflected.
Iwasa.
The strength there by Iwasa.
He was whistled for a foul in the midfield.
Bit unlucky. Good example right there of Cam's physicality, what he can do.
Parker Marr able to earn that. Quick volley from Sacramento. Gomez tried to spring Vajev or somebody forward. Maybe get out of the danger zone for a moment.
See that step almost from Cam Iwasa right there. Just needed to disguise it a little bit more. Bait him in to play that ball. It's a scary ball played across the face if you're a center back and you got a striker running at you. Your first touch has to be immaculate.
Reno has scored again, so 1868 in pretty good position as that game winding down to pick up points. So even if Sacramento wins here tonight, unlikely, unless Reno falls apart, that they would guarantee that first round matchup. Meanwhile, still a draw would keep them in pretty good position. Emra Clemente moving all the way forward. Now he's going to give it a go. A bullet that just missed target. How about Emra Clemente giving it a ride?
The thunderbolt. We've seen this a few times here today where Swope Park just elects to allow Sacramento to dribble, take the space. You see right there, that ball's got a lot of power behind it. Don't mind that at all. Swope Park, your opposition's going to give you that much space. Take it and pull the trigger.
Several times now, the third time tonight where a Republic player has felt there was an opportunity to get one past Zendejas from space. Here's Hayden Partain just trying to capitalize on the mistake of Amir Džidić. It would have been one-on-one against Adrian Zendejas.
Yeah, good step once again from Partain. And this is where I'm telling you, Rob, the success is going to come from pressure and stepping as a unit. Just sort of Cam back up, let him play it out. Let him play it out and bait him in. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, all the success I think Sacramento's had so far has been off of giveaways by Swope Park, so let him play out of the back. Especially in that situation, you see Džidić as well as Graham Smith just split out wide and look for that short pass from Zendejas. Let him have it, take 4 steps back. I'm telling you, bait him into it and then step as a unit and you'll have success.
Elliott Horde to the right side. Opportunity for Sacramento to send a deep cross in. Back comes Iwasa. The header and
What a great little play there. A wonderful ball by Luis Espino. Fantastic weight on that. That's the right decision. As that ball's going towards the line, all it takes is just a little dink and find that penalty spot. Cam Iwasa, once again, I'm telling Cam, make those runs. Do it consistently. Good things happen when you do so. You see Cam, this is a great ball by Elliott Horde, and look at this decision. Espino gets his head up a little bit. Great ball. Cam Iwasa crashes the goal. Zane Dejas gets a hand, gets a paw on it, but can't parry it out. But a great look at Cam, calling for it right there. I love it. Cam in the box, makes himself big, puts it down towards the goalkeeper's feet. A great header right there, snaps it down in the back of the net. Good things happen when Cam Iwasa scores goals, and good things happen when Cam Iwasa makes runs. But a great ball. Want to give Luis Espino some credit there. That's a wonderful, wonderful cross in the box.
Hard to believe it was Luis Espino's just first assist on the year. Number 16 in terms of goals scored, however, for Cameron Iwasa. The dream season for the Sacramento native continues. He has his team up 2-1. A mistake here by the Republic. Tainter's got to make a decision. Slows him up just enough, but Barry on that right side, broken up again, saving the day, Shannon Gomez.
Yeah, once again, steady Eddie Shannon Gomez. Probably the fastest first 5 steps in all of USL. Just consistently doing a great job defensively all season long, Shannon Gomez.
Corner kick coming. Hernandez to take the corner for the Swope Park Rangers. Pretty decent ball. It'll look to the right side. Josh Cohen was there to play it. As it was Graham Smith who got a head on it.
Big center backs lumbering up. Oh boy.
And another mistake. Jeremy Hall commits the foul. Is going to earn a yellow card here, no doubt about it. Not a bad yellow to pull there, Kevin.
Yeah, I think that's unlucky for Jeremy Hall. Honestly, I think that's a pretty fair effort. But still, a dangerous ball by Josh Cohen. If you're going to do that, you got to give him instructions. You got to let him know what's going on here. So Jeremy Hall doesn't take a peek over his shoulder. That's where you get yourself into trouble in those situations. As the ball's coming, got to take a peek over your shoulders, see what sort of pressure is coming, and hopefully you got somebody looking at you and letting you know if there's pressure coming or not. Let's see who steps up over this ball.
And for Cohen, really no rush to get that ball out as quickly as he did.
Completely agree.
Almost a straight-on angle here for Swope Park. Is Akhmatov lining up. Akhmatov signing just recently. They let it go. It's going to be Kuzan, and Kuzan sends it over the bar.
That ball's got a lot of movement on it. That's scary. Kuzan does a great job with that left foot. It's always been an admirable skill. I never could figure that out as a player, how to hit that knuckleball. It seems like every player coming up nowadays, or many, many more players coming up through the ranks nowadays are able to hit that knuckleball, and you saw a good example right there.
Well, the 20-year-old signed an MLS deal in April, did score his first MLS goal against Minnesota early on in the season, has been up and down between Swope Park and Sporting KC. Does have 2 goals. Pretty good opportunity on the free kick there for Swope Park, however, remains 2-1 Sacramento. Join the Republic for the final regular season home match against the Las Vegas Lights Saturday, October 13th. 5 years of glory will be the final installment of that series. Tickets available starting just $16.
Night like this too, Rob. I don't think Sacramento needs to mess with the ball in the back. We saw it a minute ago when Jeremy Hall lost possession.
Top goes back for it. Going to spring Barry forward, finding the Hall now. It's Espino. Cold storm from Graham Smith. Storm looking to curl this one. Haji Berry been fairly quiet in this match, but a dangerous player. Always someone you want to keep an eye on. It's great. 16 goals for Swope Park this season.
It's great defending there by Tainer. Patient, not diving in, not fouling. Haji Berry in that situation. I think Tainer always gets a little bit anxious in those situations, but does a really good job of being patient. Ends up winning the ball back.
A lot of time yet. Still about 30 minutes, Kevin. Tactically, here you have a Wednesday match. You have to play on Saturday on the road. Wassa received a shove, and so he'll get the whistle. But for Simon Elliott, looking to make changes here and there, and I probably want to keep guys fresh as you go into the playoffs, but you also want to keep them sharp. It's probably that game the coaches will really have a hard time in that final 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, it's a hard line to find. You know, are you pushing your guys too much, pushing them too little? But I definitely think tonight there's been some personnel decisions in that starting lineup with the thoughts of keeping legs fresh for the game this weekend.
Spino's done a nice job filling in. Relatively healthy other than Jaime Villarreal and Adam Moffitt, who's out for the season. Good switch here from Mitchell Tainer, finding deep into the corners. Bajev getting past, being held, stays on his feet, into the 18, just outside the 6.
That's a good effort there by Bijev, looking for that cross to Christian Isley between the legs. The Swope Park defender. Mitchell Tainer, what a wonderful ball. Switching ball over too.
Well, and it, unfortunately, against Oklahoma in that short field, artificial turf, it completely negated the strengths of your two center backs, Nerma Clemente and Mitchell Tainer, able to send balls over the top. Cameron Wassa finding Bajev in stride. Bajev goes down, and he's offside first.
Yeah, just a hair, just a step offside. And it's one of those situations where that ball is probably played a touch too late. It's hard to time your run. And if someone's going to take an extra touch rather than play it to you, you're probably going to be offside.
So Christian Isley out of the match after 64 minutes. Not able to capitalize on a goal, but here he is. Yuri Matiasic has had some issues with a hamstring, trying to come back. Let's first focus on Isley. What did you like from number 9 here tonight?
I think once again, my favorite part of Isley's games is the hold-up play. Does a great job in the box too when balls are wide, makes really good runs. Not able to get on the score sheet tonight, but still put in a good shift here, 65 minutes.
So they'll move Wassa up top. Isley will, or excuse me, it'll be Matiasic who will likely move right behind him as Christian Isley comes out of the match. Switch here, and it falls to the right. Keeper of Josh Cohen. But Yuri Matiasic, good over the ball. Very similar player in the type of Luis Espino, but will play a little bit more forward to see how he can insert himself in this match. Was playing fantastic before he hurt that hamstring. A creative player that this team, no doubt, is better when he is on the field. Here's Espino, who's had a great night, his first career assist. Right now is the potential game-winning goal was finding the end of Cameron Wassa. And that's where we stand 2-1. Good combination here. Belmar running into Mitchell Tainer. Not many players Carlton Belmar falls into where he is at equal strength, and Mitchell Tainer is one of those guys. Hayden Partain can't connect, hold on, he drops to the turf.
Ball's bouncing around like a pinball machine in that midfield. Sacramento lucky right now. Partain gets on the end of it, is able to draw a set piece. Let's be patient here, no reason to rush.
Cameron Clemente make his way down.
Find Espino here.
And Partain going to loft it forward, looking for Bajev. He had been held just for a moment by Colton Storm, but either way.
A decent ball. I mean, that's the miss you want, Rob. You don't want to be short and not miss that first guy and allow Swope Park to potentially counter. If you're going to miss, you want to miss long like that. No problem with that ball from Hayden Partain. See how Sacramento can deal, how he can step here.
Swope Park, Belmar. Chance for Hernandez, an overlapping run here coming for Swope Park. He just got his mitt on it. Was Josh Cohen near that front post. What another big save from Josh Cohen. Nearly snuck in along that right side.
Yeah, that ball probably finds the far post back of the net. If Josh Cohen doesn't get his left hand on it, does a good job.
Hernandez, hard driven ball, still in the mix, cleared away. Golden Storm ahead to it. Bit of shoving. Radford has allowed a bit of this to go, and Emma Clementa has seen enough. He's going to send it down to Zendejas. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2019. Place your deposit down for the season ticket membership for just $50 per ticket. You get priority purchase for your membership. Or they go sale on the general public. SacRapublicFC.com season tickets is where you'll find that. Golden Storm and Espino. A little bit of a tussle along the touchline.
Good work by Espino. Now step.
Iwasa setting up Bajev in the 17th minute for the game's first. Blackwood on a rebound from a Carlton Belmar shot that was sent away by Josh Cohen, but right to the foot of the former Republic striker. And then the 31st, it was tied at 1. Here in the second half of play, in the 57th minute, Luis Espino with an absolute beauty of a cross, finding the head of Iwasa for his 16th goal on the year, and it made it 2-1. Republic with the lead. Swope Park have had a couple of chances here tonight. Barry moving forward, cutting to his right, he's going to give it a go into the arms of Josh Cohen, who stays exactly where he needed to be.
Once again, that's well held by Cohen. We talked about it earlier as that ball skipping along the turf. Typically, it picks up speed. Hard to judge if you're a goalkeeper. The timing of it does a good job. Josh does right there.
Swope Park has played well as of late. They have won 5 of their last 7, went through a little bit of a dry spell. But how about the Real Monarchs? I think they were 7 straight without a win, and finally getting the victory tonight over OKC. So right now, Real Monarchs and Sacramento are tied in the standings. However, the Real Monarchs have played 33 while the Republic are still in this one. So with a victory or even a draw here tonight, the Republic will move back into 3rd place ahead of the Real Monarchs from Salt Lake City. Matty Osage, so far the only game substitution, came in for Christian Isley. Jeremy Hall just trying to get something going.
Go, step.
Zendejas out of the 18, he's going to work it back. A little bit of trouble. Falling and slipping was Espino. Looked to break quickly. The one issue with the pressure in a rainy night like this is you're not able to plant and go as quickly as you might think otherwise.
Yeah, it goes for both sides though, which is a good thing about it, because who knows it. The defender's got to step and go quickly. But you're starting to see Simon kind of gesturing toward, looks like his strikers or his front 4, about stepping and covering and going back and forth. You see the motions that he's doing with his hands and the gestures, which is good to see.
Tainer had to make a decision, and Gomez taking Carlton Belmar down hard along that touch line, and Belmar is down, and this could treat trouble for Swope Park, as Belmar may have taken quite a spill.
I tell you what, Gomez is really fortunate not to walk away with a
yellow or something worse.
Yeah, looking at Simon on the sideline. Look at this, so definitely from behind. I think that trail leg probably gets him. I think he does get ball. Gomez does. I think if you really look at it, it looks like he got him from behind, or just maybe a quarter of a step behind Belmar. 10 times out of 10, that's going to get called.
Magic spray comes out. Felipe Hernandez taking pretty much all the set piece of the corner kicks tonight for this team. Gonna let it go. Aguantam instead. Header for Swope Park, not there. And the hustle again from Felipe Hernandez has been something to talk about here tonight, as he is time and time again put his team in a position to at least retain possession or earn it back.
I think Colton Storm just wastes the possession. Fortunate for Sacramento.
There's Josh Cohen, the Sunnyvale native. Start at UC San Diego. Last year with Phoenix. Took the job away from Carl Wazinski. It was a surprising move, but even with a winning club and the type of talent they have in the desert, he was ready for a change and was happy to come here. Here's Matty Osich. He almost skirts it past Zendejas on that far post. Again, 25 yards and out. The Republic are looking to attack Zendejas.
Yeah, I think Swope Park, look right here. Lucky little touch right there from Matty Osich.
He might have been able to take another step or two. Was trying to get Zendejas off. Blackwood, meanwhile, trying to turn things around. Clementa to come over. Belmar back up, sees it be okay. Coming through, here's Colton Storm. Key member of last year's Western Conference Championship team. Back to Belmar, looking for just a little bit of room. Swope Park not in the playoffs quite yet. A point or three would go a long way for this team to secure a berth. Letting it through, opportunity for Storm. Popping around, still in trouble. Sacramento's got to do something here. And the whistle blows on Colton Storm as he runs into Hayden Partain. And the Republic will retake possession here.
Once again, it's a really good job by Swope Park, moving the ball side to side, patient, playing the ball into the striker's feet, getting it back, moving side to side again, looking for the seams, looking for the gaps, and almost got it. But good defending by Sacramento. Spino might be taking a knock somewhere at some point. Oh, maybe something in the eye or somewhere in the face.
Bajev, and Ford was able to control it. Now Bajev's going to move in stride. Looking for Iwasa, kept it low, but cleaning back up his Horde. Horde with the left foot, looking for Matty Osich! Yay! Matty Osich! His number 2 on the season for Matty Osich in back-to-back games. Elliot Horde has put in an assist. What a fantastic job by this Republic team to stay after it. After the initial attack was thwarted, they come back and now it's 3-1.
Yeah, great job by Sacramento. Good job getting the ball wide. Beyond Bijev takes it at the side. Ball's cleared up as a poor cross comes in, but great job by Elliot Horde following the play up, picks up the second ball, and take a look at this. Just gets his head up, flashes his head up a little bit, sees Matty Osich, a little bit of a delayed run, and no chance those big center backs here to catch that midfielder running through the back. And what a finish by Matty Osich. That's a very tricky little finish off a slippery surface. Ball bounces a couple feet in front of him and is able to just redirect it. You see, that's not a big swing. It's just a redirection in the back of the net. Great finish by Matty Osich, and great to see him get rewarded here tonight for that good work coming in as a substitute. And I tell you what, a big goal here in the 75th minute for Sacramento, getting a little bit of spacing, a little bit of gap, stretching this lead.
Elliot Horde, 3rd assist on the season. Second goal for Yuri Matty Osich, who came in as a substitute for Christian Isley, excuse me.
Such a hard player to find.
A battle here now ensuing as you see Jidic and Bajev causing all kinds of trouble. Second ball now, opportunity. Sacramento not quite done yet. Partain's gonna lay it up again for Horde, who gets it back. It's Partain, and it's a save by Adrian Zendejas to keep it at 3-1.
Sacramento's enjoying themselves right now. Love seeing that. Good little combination play again and a good strike on target. Another difficult ball, in my opinion, for Hayden Partain. Does a great job to keep it on target. The challenge Zendejas.
52nd goal of the season, but Swope Park not done quite yet. Barry looking to work his way in. Sprayed it across the face, and it's out of play. A goal kick for Sacramento.
Yeah, it doesn't miss by much, and here comes the reserves coming in for calling in a couple attacking players here, trying to mix things up. Let's see what Swope Park elects to do. You know, this, like we talked about at the beginning of the game, this is must win for them. Maybe they go 3 in the back eventually.
So it's Sebastian Cruz, the midfielder, and Amir Didic out, and Matt Lewis is in.
Didic had a tough night tonight, in my opinion. He looks gassed right now. See him coming off. Looks like for like substitution in the back with Matt Lewis coming in.
So one more substitution for Swope Park. The Republic have used just one. Swope Park still has time left, about 12 minutes. Partain, Felipe, Hernandez continuing to cause fits for this Republic side. Here's Carlton Belmar.
Good step. Partain looks gassed right now.
Now he tried to send Iwasa forward and just a bit too heavy. Matijasic and Iwasa continuing to apply pressure. Gonna move forward, not quite done yet. Swope Park down by 2 goals. It's going to be a strike from Tyler Blackwood that will miss target. Simon Elliott, after the win against the Portland Timbers 2 on Saturday, said he was less happy with the performance as the game went on. Said when your number is up, you have to be ready to play and play smart, referring to some of the substitutions. He said at the end of the game, it's turning into a horse race. There's no composure. Our position is too deep, and then we're stepping out to the ball light and then getting beat, and they're getting behind us. He basically said in playoff football, that's not going to fly, and you're going to end up losing games. Turning here, chance for Swope Park, looking to get deep into the 18. It'll be a goal kick for Josh Cohen. Your thoughts on what Simon Elliott was talking about in terms of their performance in the last 10 minutes of the match?
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I completely agree with his thoughts. I don't completely agree with his sentiment and how that game ended. Thought that the Republic did actually a decent job, but still, I think you're going to be hypercritical if you're the manager, and that's what Simon's doing. But to his point, I mean, I completely makes sense. You know, you've got to learn to finish games out properly. You can't go through the motions. You can't relax. You can't take chances and take plays off, because it does turn into a horse race, and all of a sudden it's end to end. To get Espino a chance out wide here.
Partain.
Smart, good play by Partain.
Republic applying this pressure tonight. It has worked out well for them at 3 goals tonight.
But the big thing when you're finishing games, you want to be compact. You don't want things to be end to end. You don't want there to be, you know, big space between your strikers and your back 4. And I think that's the point that Simon's making is, you know, you finish a game, you got to be smart, you got to be composed, and you got to be conservative, especially when you have the lead.
Bold Storm along the right side. Lays it off for Belmar. Back giveaway. Iwasa just a step slow, and he would have had a good look on target. Good recovery from Matt Lewis. Into the middle, the quick touch. Back to a sliding Haji Berry, and it's a save from Josh Cohen again.
Comes out of nowhere. Haji Berry does. And what a save by Josh Cohen, coming off the line, making his body as big as he can be. Get a look right here. Great little touch, great combination play by Swope Park.
Everyone in the stadium was looking toward the back of the net to see where it went. And again, Josh Cohen, another save, nearing 110 on the season.
It's a big save too. About 10 minutes to go in this match. Imagine if that ball goes in the back of the net, Rob, and what sort of difference that's going to make for the last 10 minutes. Once again, Cohen coming up big for his side, for the Republic.
And Sacramento is likely going to go a bit more defensive here and maybe park the bus here with a 2-goal lead. They do have 2 substitutions left. Matty Osic, who has the game's 3rd goal, an assist by Elliot Horde. Felipe Hernandez into the open field. Spraying out wide for Colton Storm into that right corner. Keeps the cross down low, looking for Blackwood. A follow-up, Kuzan. Back for Graham Smith.
10-4-11 will be the second one. 10-4-11.
Back to Storm again.
Storm, heavy legs.
14th overall pick in 2017. Looks a bit gassed out there. 2 substitutions coming for the Republic. It'll be the final for the home side.
Tell you what though, Paulo Nagamura's got this team right on the cusp of being really, really tough to play against. You know, when they get it right, they get it right. It's like, yeah, Partain looks like he gave a shift and he's done. But going back to Swope Park, I mean, this team, I think, is right on the cusp of being really, really dangerous. And they find themselves in the playoffs. I think they can be very dangerous. And Sacramento's going to be facing these guys in the playoffs. If they can figure it out, watch out. Swope Park's going to be a team to really reckon with and to deal with.
Well, I don't think they're going to catch anyone by surprise now after back-to-back Western Conference titles. Let's take a look here. It is Cole Seiler coming in, the South Carolina native who has started the year on the injury reserve list. Has started to work his way back, had some starts. Emer Clemente came back in and pretty much gobbled up the rest of the minutes, but he's been used as a late game substitution to help hold down the fort a bit. Meanwhile, Kevin Aliamon also into the game for Luis Espino, who has his first assist on the year after getting that assist for the 2nd goal. And it was a cross into Cameron Owasa.
Well done by Aliamon.
Taylor looking to spring Owasa forward. Started with Vian Bajev, an assist by Owasa in the 17th, and then Tyler Blackwood, the former Republic striker, in the 31st. The Republic have added 2 more here in the second half. 57th minute Owasa, we just talked about, and then 74th from Yuri Matiasic, his 2nd on the year. Barry finding Belmar. Belmar trying to bait this Republic team in. Circles his run. Barry gets back. Hernandez is there. Back to Belmar. Belmar at the top, and it'll be cleared by Cole Seiler.
It's a great clearance. Looks like Bijev clears that ball. But not a big swing. I love seeing that from players when they're trying to clear it. Just a simple swing, use the weight of the ball, the momentum of the ball coming your way, and just hook it out.
Play it, angled ball to the corner, Cold Storm. Storm Big-time player the last 2 seasons for this team. Gets past Gomez, a low cross, and a miss by Mitchell Tainer, and it sailed through, and it's going to be a goal kick for Sacramento. And there's the wet field you were just talking about on the defensive end, where it can have its own impacts and slipping as he tried to make a move back with Mitchell Tainer.
Yeah, that's the wet pitch, but you see right here, it's probably a deflection from Mitchell Tainer. A good ball right across the face. Maybe a little bit of a touch. Tell you what, that ball is an easy ball as a center back to turn into your own net for an own goal. Just going back, taking a step or two towards your own goal. Very easy to turn that ball on your own net.
Wassa taken down, no whistle coming. Crowd not too thrilled. Rain on and off all night here at Papa Murphy's Park. It rained in the afternoon and caused quite a few fans to be late, including yours truly. Lights were out, the roads were wet, and apparently you get a little rain around here. It's a bit of a struggle to try to get home, but either way, they got this one started on time at 7:30. There was concern of potential lightning or heavy rains earlier in the day. It did not cause a delay of the start of this match or any delay once it got started. Look at Kevin Aliman playing all over the pitch, getting a round of applause from the crowd.
Sacramento's got to find a way to keep the ball, though. You're not going to be able to defend here for the next 5 or 6 minutes without giving away a chance or two. You need to work on keeping the ball when they do have it. Try to kill this game.
Oh, Guzan comes up. Guzan with an opportunity to lay it off to the right side. Working his way in. Blackwood trying to find Belmar, who switched sides. Walks into the 18 with a right-footed strike into the arms of Cohen.
See what I'm talking about here is it's a giveaway, and then once again an opportunity for Swope Park to get a strike on goal. Another uncharacteristic giveaway from Jeremy Hall, just being a little bit too casual, lackadaisical, not looking over his shoulder as the ball's coming in, and a turnover, which leads to this. Elliot Horde 1v1, the powerful Belmar, and a great little strike on target. Another good save by Josh Cohen.
Swope Park will make their third and final substitution as soon as there is an opportunity to do so. It'll be the 18-year-old out of Los Angeles, Wilson Harris. Backheel. And that's a big, strong strike from Haji Berry. So Felipe Hernandez's night is over. A A+ shift for the youngster out of Nashville, Tennessee. He'll be replaced by the 18-year-old Wilson Harris. But Felipe Hernandez, there's a type of player that can be a real game changer when it comes to the playoffs. The attitude that he has for those near full 90 minutes is quite impressive.
Yeah, does a really good job when he has the space. He's able to take his space nicely with pace and authority as a midfielder. You like seeing that.
The fourth official indicated 3 minutes stoppage time will be added to the
Jeb.
second half.
Aliman has Gomez trailing back, does the smart things, gonna lay it up. A little too heavy, a little too much trickery. Turnover, and you're gonna say hold on in possession there.
Yeah, you gotta value possession a little bit more than that if you're Kevin Aliman, to be so complacent when you're playing that ball.
Look at this pace, waiting for the flag to go up. Berry comes back to it. Juan Kazan with incredible pace in the middle of the park to get this going. Footwork moving, Berry gets past Tainer.
Berry showing some skill right there. Mitchell Tainer trying to work his feet. You see him trying to work his feet, just not enough.
3 minutes of stoppage time brought to you by Rayleigh's Something Extra Rewards Program. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today at Rayleighs.com. Rayleigh's in Bel Air, proud sponsors of your Sacramento Republic. Talked about the matchup earlier, Kevin, between Josh Cohen and Haji Berry. And the score says one thing as Sacramento's moving forward. And Bajev, a little bit of step, not quite done yet. Right back to Zendejas. Cheeky little move from number 20, beyond Bajev.
I'm not sure he knew too much about it, but still, once again, I want to see these guys value possession a little more. Did a really good job. Starts with Emerick Clemento winning that ball. Tough ball into Cam Iwasa. Cam's able to bring it down and find Bajev. But Sacramento's able to retain possession now, which is great. Let's see what they elect to do here. Go in the corner and kill it.
Yeah. No, the real reason to move forward at this point. Up 2 goals.
Keep taking your space, Shannon.
Here's Cole Seiler. Paul Aliman. Gomez. Aliman. He's going to hook it in. It's going to be a nice opportunity on that backside. Sacramento relentless here.
It would have been something special. Bijev's got to get up. Hopefully he's not hurt.
Here's a BOK.
Would have been a really nice finish here. Great job. Look at that little skill from Shannon Gomez. Kevin Aliman finds it. Good ball, back post. Can't redirect it on target. Bijev.
So likely to blow any moment here. Ball quickly played in. Back and forth. Daniel Radford blows his whistle, and that is it. Sacramento takes this one 3-1, earning all 3 points at home, continuing a quite impressive streak that began since the loss against Los Angeles. They have been dominant ever since, and Simon Elliott has his team rolling toward the postseason. Have your full-time highlights, stats, and much more coming up after the break. Republic win a big one against Swope Park here at home, and they sweep the season series 2-0.
I got scar tissue there. Same thing with any dent or dings on this truck. They all got a story about what happened to them.
It was raining. There was only one way out. I could feel the barbed wire was just digging into the paint.
2 bulls were fighting. Bam, hit the truck. Try explaining that to your insurance company.
Another ding, another scratch. It would just be another chapter in the story.
Every scar tells a story, and you can tell a lot more stories when your truck is a Chevy Silverado, the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake an XL NY pizza topped with giant pepperoni and ground sausage on an extra large foldable New York style crust. Just $8. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
The difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Hey, it's Vince Bloom inviting you to the block party at the Lasher Used Car Supercenter. It's the Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Starting at Lasher's Oak Grove Dodge and going all the way around the block to Lasher's Oak Grove Volkswagen, we've got over 250 vehicles on the chopping block. Come on, block off some time and go to LasherAuto.com and search for cars as low as $77.77. The right car, right now. And save during the block party at the Lasher's Used Car Supercenter. Over 3,000 new and used cars are available at LasherAuto.com. The Used Car Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to Papa Murphy's Park. And a good one here for the home side. Let's take a look at our full-time highlights brought to you by NorCal Honda. And early on, Sacramento looking good. Good combination here. Cameron Iwasa able to capitalize on the mistake. Lays it up perfectly for beyond Bajev, and Bajev makes it 1-0 in the 17th minute.
Yeah, great first pass. First touch pass by Cam Iwasa, and even better pressure. You see the pressure, the build up, the 4 or 5 Republic players in the right place. putting pressure on him, making it difficult. And this touch right here by Jeremy Hall is really, really special. One touch, one touch, one touch for the finish. That's how you got to score.
And the Republic would take the early lead, but for Swope Park, they would come back and had a couple of opportunities as well, trying to capitalize on the Republic's own deficiencies. And a strong strike by Carlton Belmar, and it was Blackwood there to clean it up.
Yeah, at the end of the day, poor giveaway, but still I think Tainer's got to be a little bit more conservative with his steps right here. You can't bite on that little deke. Allows that strike to come on, and Josh Cohen gets down to make a good save. Would love to see him try to parry that a little bit further away, but still, Blackwood finds himself in a good spot and scores a goal.
So they go to the break, tied at 1. Meanwhile, Sacramento would come back. Luis Espino with an absolute beauty of a cross headed in. Cameron Iwasa, goal number 16 on the year, continuing that single-season club record.
Yeah, it's just a great decision by Luis Espino and great execution by Espino as well. Great service and a great run by Cam Iwasa and a powerful header down at the goalkeeper's feet. Super difficult to save. And then right here, what a great little delayed run. Look at Matijasic, little quick 2 or 3 steps, and an even better finish. That finish, we didn't talk about it enough. That's such a difficult ball to finish. It's going to come in off a slippery surface. You got to open your hips up. You can open up too much. It's very easy to miss-hit that ball. And Matijasic puts it right in the top corner.
And that would do it. 3-1. Sacramento would take the victory and all 3 points. Possession, interesting enough, usually it's the home side, the Republic, that dominated. Not the case here tonight. Swope Park didn't matter. You like the quality of opportunities that the Republic were able to create tonight. A couple lapses on the back. 1 goal called back from Swope Park that could have made it 2-1 in favor of Swope Park, but I think overall this is a pretty solid match. And tonight's stats brought to you by Sacramento State.
Yeah, overall really good match. I think there's probably going to be some conversations with that back 4 or the back 5 with Jeremy Hall. I think there's too many chances that Sacramento gave away tonight. Allowed Swope Park to get in behind, and we're chasing a little bit too much, but still 3 points, great result.
Let's take a look at our man of the match, brought to you by Papa Murphy's, and a goal and assist on the evening. Cameron Iwasa, your man of the match.
Cam Iwasa, goal and an assist tonight. Did a great job, and this is such a good finish. I just hope Cam Iwasa, find yourself in the box more, big fella. Use your strength. Such a big asset for him. And what a great game here tonight by Cam. A goal and assist. Continues to roll off his phenomenal season that he's having so far.
Zoom image of the match. And there was that cross Elliot Horde sent in. That ended up being the goal on the other end was Yuri Matijasic. A 3-1 victory here at Papa Murphy's Park. Can they keep it rolling against LA? The last time this side went down, a 4-1 defeat was against this Galaxy 2 side. They'll be able to get a bit of a revenge. 7:30, October 6th. That is this Saturday. We'll have a game for you on the My 58. Make sure you tune into that. Good one here tonight. A rainy, wet one, but it did not matter, did not affect this Republic side as they take the victory 3-1. I want to thank our entire crew for behind the scenes. For my partner, Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. Hope you enjoyed this Wednesday night contest. We'll see you in a couple evenings from now. The final here from Papa Murphy's Park, 3-1.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.